How's it going, everyone? Nathan coming back at you with their Pokemon Showdown Live. I mentioned, I think, a couple lives ago how I've gotten smoked multiple times, even while playing Mono Ground, by the Mono Electric Specialist, Lieutenant Tesla. And I talked about them a little bit in the live. They reached out to me and they said, "Hey, man, didn't know that was you. Yes, I did kick your butt. That's very nice of you to point that out. It's like very nice of you to remind me yet again. It was a traumatic memory." Anyways, we were talking, and he mentioned that he's hosting this big Monotype tournament in his Discord. I don't know the exact details, like the number of people or the prize pot. I think it's like $100, something like that. It sounded like fun. I've got very little tournament experience in Pokemon Showdown, actually. We had that one illustrious AAA game, but I figured why not? This will be a fun thing. Seems kind of like chill format-wise. And here we are. So this is round one. I'm up against Rainbow Sheep here, who is actually a viewer. They got into Monotype through me, which is really cool to hear. And they say, "Can't wait to lose against the person who built my team." So I guess I know what the set I'm looking for here. I've been going back and forth on what to play, honestly, because if I can, be dreadfully honest, I've played very little Monotype for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks. Let's not get too dramatic. Pretty much just that one Mono Grass live I recorded this week. That's about the only couple of games I've played, if we're being honest. Now, that's a big excuse. But the benefit, that's my excuse if I lose. let me make that clear. But the reason why I win, I think it would be because, unlike a lot of people, Monotype is pretty much the only format I've played the last 4 months. A bit of AAA. Well, this week again is a bad example because we played a little bit of AAA. I've been playing a little bit of National Dex Monotype, but for the most part, for the last couple months, I mostly play Monotype, and that also means I become a specialist in lots of different types of teams. I'm hoping I can use almost every team decently okay. And so yeah, as a result, that leads me to this question here of what should I play? Again, I really want to play Grass. It's the team I'm most comfortable with most of the time, if we're being honest, but especially lately because it's the team I've played the most and the most recently. I'm started out, in this recent stint on Monotype, very comfortable with Ghost, but I was playing it a bunch recently, and I was just this morning, and I got my teeth kicked in playing it. So I'm kind of afraid all of a sudden. I like it because it's a generalized offense. The other types I want to play are more defensive, so it's offense. You can kind of just start by punching them in the mouth. I like that idea. It has very few bad matchups. I'd say Dark and Normal. Even Normal's not so bad. Like I think it's not so bad. Electric would be a lot of my teams, and I like that's got a good matchup. Steel, I've also played pretty well recently. It's a safe one, of course. I don't think anybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you're playing Steel? Oh my god." Whereas, Grass and Normal a little bit more off-meta picks. I like Grass and Normal too because I just find it's like the floor is so high with them. I've said it every time I talk about this team, but it's very obvious who you go to. The ceiling is low because there's not much you can do. You don't have much specialized offense on your side, but like you go to the appropriate mon every time. It's that simple. So these are the 4 I'm kind of going between here. Despite what I just said about having a bad recent experience with Mono Ghost, I think I'll start with it. I just like the idea of just starting out hot, putting the ball in my own court. I'm not, I don't know my opponent's the big thing. A lot of these teams are defensive, and that means you have to react to what they're doing. So they go to a Gengar on me here, and I don't know if they're gonna click, Focus Blast on an immediate huge read on my Heat Ran, or do they click the obvious Shadow Ball if they're in front of my Aegislash Slash or what have you, right? Like I don't want to be playing a reactive playstyle against somebody who I couldn't begin to predict, and that's the case for all 3 of these. So I like them all as a backup. I think if I get the win, maybe I do this because it's kind of fun. I want to turn the game with Mono Normal. Grass I like as a backup. I like Grass as like a game 3 pick too. And then Steel, I think, is if I lose the game 1, I'll go to them. I'm kind of settled on Mono Ghost here. Wait for my opponent to turn on their laptop. Shoutouts to Rainbow Sheep too, because it was kind of funny. We said, okay, we'll play at 5 today. But it turns out I got the time completely wrong. They said BST very clearly in the original message, and I was assuming they were EST like I was, and it was just an embarrassing oversight on my part. So luckily they were kind enough to reschedule to the time that I originally wanted to play at. Just a stubborn streamer, I guess, is what I am here. And I guess we'll wait for them to come back. And it turns out we're playing on the alternate showdown server, dawn.psim. So, all right. Send them the challenge here. Challenge. Monotype. So my teams? Okay. Fine by me. Pokemon Korea wants to battle. Who is this? Monotype? How did they get my name? This is just a weird alt. Okay, the colors are awful on this server. Is there a dark? I normally don't like dark mode, but if it's compared to this, oh my god, that's awful. Okay, I think mono, what am I saying, mono? I think the dark mode and Shonen is normally pretty ugly, but this is fine. And they chose fighting. That's hilarious. That's kind of why I did mono normal gang, as I was like, maybe I'll bait them into playing against mono ghost a certain way. That's hysterical. Okay, so great matchup for us off the lead here. Let's go with. I always like Gengar in this matchup because again, talking about just opening by punching them in the mouth, we can just start off really hot that way. Not really a lot of matchups I could lose. I suppose Keldeo. No, we outspeed Keldeo. That's nice. If they're Scarf, I don't think they Oko. Terrakion, I guess I might swap to Corsola if I saw you. Corsola seems like a really safe bet against these two on the left, whereas Gengar's really nice against everyone on the far right. We don't have as many nice swap-ins too. So I think I'm going to go Gengar. Worst case scenario, I have to go someone on the left there. I don't care nearly as much. They do go Keldeo, which scares me. Oh, this is insane. I think, again, I don't believe Scarf can kill me. And we outspeed Specs. So we'll just throw out a Sludge Wave here. If they go to Toxicroak on the read here, you're a beauty. You're a genius. This is kind of cool. I'm kind of with it with the colorized things there. And they flip turn, so we get awesome momentum to lead off here. Disable their flip turn there to boot. They're probably Scarf, so let's go to Corsola. We revealed that I think that Keldeo's maybe Specs, if that's the case, which is weird that they flip turn and then just go for an attack, and it could have been up them on. Stone Edge does not do so much. We get the disable there to boot. Do I Will-O-Wisp whoever comes in here, which is probably going to be Keldeo. They're upset about the disable, but you should not be staying in here. Is kind of my response to that. I think that's where we do go for a double switch. I like that a lot, especially if you know that Terrakion's the Scarfer. I probably outspeed everybody. I want to guess your band. Oh, you could be Scarf too, actually. That's interesting. Aegis Slash is an interesting double switch here because I can get a great matchup versus Buzzwole. Pretty good matchup versus Zapdos Galar. Pretty great, actually, yeah. And I could Shadow Sneak Keldeo. So I think Aegis Slash is my pick. It's not great for Scoballion. If it's Scoballion, I want to go for Rocks right now, but I don't know if I care about Rocks too much of this team. Will-O-Wisp would be great in that situation too. But I'm going to do Aegis Slash. Scoballion's still not the end of the world. I was also going to say out loud, let's just Swords Dance and we'll go, they'll Rocks or... Okay, wow, good play. Let's close combat once, I guess. They Thunder Wave. They really don't want to get their own Rocks up. Oh, okay. Feels a bit stubborn. This will be about like 2-hit KO-ish. I'm guessing 60%. We wall whatever they have too, which is nice. Expecting a Volt Switch. Just gonna lose us a bunch of momentum. They just Shadow Swords Dance and then Shadow Sneak on whoever comes in. And this guy's reduced in effectiveness. No, Aegis Slash can still be plenty good against these two right here. Try to throw up Corsola here as Buzzwole comes in. Okay, fantastic. We'll live whatever you got. They don't even Volt Switch, so that tells me that they have... Oh, Iron Head's their last move. I could have told you that, yeah. Back up to full, very nice. They'll Taunt here, All Nightshade. Yeah, I don't care about Rocks so much. There's one. Still outside of 2-hit KO range. Annoying. They Iron Head and flinch me. Doesn't really matter. Those RNG things were just like, okay. Thunder Wave 2. Are they trying to para-flinch me here? It's also a mix-up if they could taunt you if they want to. They go for it. Please let me hit. Nice. Okay, so that's good. Coballion's definitely an annoyance, and glad to get them out of the way with a bit more trouble than I expected, honestly. Still taunted. You're still good versus Terrakion for sure. I'm just wondering what you're running, Toxicroak. I'm gonna look this up. Toxicroak. Actually, wait, no, this is my team. He even said this much. Let's take a look. Team builder. Fighting. No, that's... I gotta go to Monotype here. Can't read this ugly layout. That doesn't have Toxicroak. None of these have Toxicroak. Is this it? I forgot about that. You can actually search Toxicroak. Yeah. Ugh. This is definitely not the same thing, but EQ is in the books. Why would you go to that against this guy though? I resist gunk shot. I'm immune to drain punch. Earthquake isn't so threatening. Really overthinking at this point. Yeah, I was debating a swap table stuff. I'm kind of mad at myself. I didn't pull the trigger. They're definitely Swords Dance is the bigger concern actually. So I'm gonna have to go to. This is fine. I'll get them low. If I can get this off, I'm fine. Because now Mimikyu can come in and not worry about the. Oh no, I need. Let's actually Strength Sap here. As long as I don't get full prepared, why not? I just need them low enough that because their Shadow Sneak's a huge threat right now. Okay, they go for that again. I just need like one hit off here. It's so annoying. They're Life Orbs, so I think I'm still in range for Mimikyu to hit. Is what I'm trying to say. Because Bullet or Sucker Punch now kills everyone here. We go to you. Oh, it's gotta be play rough. I can Shadow Sneak after the fact, which is good. Nope. Okay, so we only trade Corsola. That's fine by me. This thing's still up. I didn't mention it yet, but probably one of my best mons in this matchup because it gets off a guaranteed play rough on everybody. But I'm not playing nice with you. You could Earthquake here for sure, but actually my Air Balloon's still intact, so you cannot, for being honest. What are you clicking? Ice Punch, lovely. I think I Iron Head. Neutral damage on you, good damage on you. We'll kill you because you're low health. Let's do it. These full pairs have not been in our favor, but we'll give it a shot. Very nice. Oh, that's lovely damage. And we're pretty close to Blacephalon just sweeping for the win. Oh, the Your Scarf. Do I outspeed? 344. I do not. Okay. Noted. Dragon Bolt's also pretty close to sweeping. Oh, this was a little scary. Shadow Sneak, or do I go to somebody else? Like, I'm wondering if Gengar does too much for me going forward. Like, the difference between 50% health and it'll be 29% health on this Zapdos is not going to make a big difference. So my question is there a better sack? Gengar outspeeds YouTube. I don't care about you when you're already low health. I believe that YouTube. Yeah, I think Gengar's the sack, because I don't know if he's doing too much that's unique at this point. Whereas Aegislash can still definitely be a defensive answer. Okay, so you're either Scarf and locked into that, or you're not. I like this. This one's definitely interesting, but it's just going to instantly go to Terrakion. And Terrakion comes in and they Stone Edge. And then I go to Aegislash, honestly. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, let's Flamethrower. Even if we get killed, it's a 2 KO. No. I want a Shadow Ball. Terrakion. Stupid, Nathan. Come on. Get your head in the game. Think of Zac Efron. He always had his head in the game. I think that's the point of that movie. That his basketball skills were fabulous. They all wanted to sing songs about it. Maybe they don't think I'm Scarf. That's a free sack. Now we're kind of up in a sack war, which is lovely. And now Terrakion takes a lot if they come in, but I'm outsped anyway, so that's a moot point. Great, we get you again. What do they click? EQ, nice play. I'll Shadow Sneak here. That was a possibility, but if I'm going to sack somebody, that's fine by me. And then I guess I go Mimikyu here, and I Drain Punch. Dragapult will live this EQ fine. I think Dragapult will win for sure. I Dragon Dance, and then I Dragon Darts twice for the win. Mimikyu, I Drain Punch. I guess it's a little bit messier. Let me do a little quick calc. I'm playing this game, a little bit more carefully than with a ladder game, but it's tournament. Give me a break. It's not like I got those turny nerves. Bleed your Scarf. EQ should be doing nothing to me. Absolutely nada. Unless they crit. But if they crit, I still have a win con with Mimikyu. And I'm not going to play around hoping they don't crit. I don't think. Maybe there's a better play if that's the case. But yeah, we get this off. Couple Dragon Darts. And it's not Dragon Fang. Fair enough. Brachion Scarf can't even OHKO me with a Stone Edge. So I'm not worried about doing anything else. You could argue the optimal play there is Mash Substitute until they do miss one finally. But yeah, we get away with the W there. That's game one. Perfect start. Pretty advantageous matchup, but they played well. We had, There were some full paras in there. There were some full paras, you know. Maybe it would have been a little bit less close in an ideal world, but they played well. They played well. Okay, so next up, I think grass is the most obvious pick for me. I'll keep grass in case of a game 3. And go steel now? Or to go normal now? Normal will be fun. I think I'm gonna go normal actually, because the one matchup I don't want to see is fighting. Even ghost, I don't care so much. So this is the perfect setup for this right here. So I'll go for this, and I can choose between steel or grass if I lose it. Oh, grass. Can you imagine if I went grass? I would have popped off. Well, that's fine. We can't be winning the free matchups here. Helios get love as a lead, right? Because I can pretty much just decide the game right there if I get the read right and I Thunderbolt or a Grass Knot. That's such a tempting offer, honestly. And the thing is that's also going to be big is if that thing is banded, Beware is huge. If it's Specs or Life Orb, which is special too, then Bellissi is the pick. So I could even go Porygon, which is somewhere down the middle, and substitute. That's the safest pick because I go to the Porygon, I substitute, they can't do anything to me. That's very possible. I'm just gonna, let's just, you know, put our balls on the table. Get our nuts out, if you'll forgive the crassness. Let's just Grass Knot. Screw it. I don't think I've got dry skin, so I resist water and grass here. Huge. Okay. Huge start to the game. I often forget about that too, so I wouldn't blame them if they didn't know it. I don't really know their knowledge of Heliolisk there. They say that's a crime. Yeah, that was a pretty big L. Expecting Kingdra, perhaps Urshifu here. Barraskewda makes sense. I guess they're clicking a fighting move here. So I guess I sack someone. This is a big problem. I should have ID'd it early on. Well, they both are, right? They got 2 really strong close combats on their team here. Nice that we have a Ditto. It's worth noting. And Scarf too, so we'll be outspeeding Barraskewda. Diggersby's interesting. Let's see, I do kind of want still. I don't know if I want Heliolisk as much. This is a tough call. I don't know who to sack. I don't think, here's the thing. Where's only job is to tank physical attacks. And I don't know if it's tanking any more than 2 hits from these 2. So why not? We'll go for it. If they liquidate, I think we might live, but I doubt it. Over Chople. So we totally tank. That's unbelievable. Really want to make a double switch here. Screw it. Shoot for the moon. If you miss, you'll hit the stars. Nice. Ooh. That is not what I expected. Hopefully they're just... There's Lieutenant Tesla. Yep, DY. Hopefully they're just special. Sometimes they run Outrage or something crazy. But no. So I can either go for Rocks, which gives me momentum going forward, or Teleport. I'll go for Rocks, a little bit passive. In comes big guy here. I'll go to Beware. Again, I don't think it's... Now it's certainly 2 KO'd by Barraskewda. I went for a gutsy double switch there. You know, if I went for the Drain Punch, it would have been some good damage on Kingdra for sure. But I don't know if like 35 whatever % on Kingdra's the decider in this match. So I you know, that's fine. I kind of balls in my court so far, which I'm liking. I'm liking how I'm playing aggressive so far. So we'll sack Beware. That's gonna be an easy breezy Heliolisk play afterwards. And if there's Scarf, see, that's a very important intel right there. If it'd be an Oko, that could be meant a lot of things. But I'm pretty sure that means that they are Scarf. Beware. Monotype bulk up versus our Shifu Rapid Strike. So Choice Band does 64 to 75. Oh, that's interesting. So it is banded. That's actually better for me, if we're being honest. Just double check that it can't hit 71 on Scarf. It certainly can't. Wow, Beware, you really do be like that. So great, we got some intel there. Revealed you're banded. That means Heliolisk is gonna hit a nice big Volt Switch. Kingdra's gonna take like 50% at least if they come in right now. I'm tempted to just Thunderbolt, honestly. That would be into a KO here. Kind of regrettable play, perhaps. I could go to this and set up a substitute and do some nastiness. Or I could just Body Slam, you know? I'm not gonna attempt to go for a read on Earthquake and I'm staying in or whatever. Just Body Slam. I think it's a 2-hit KO on the Pelipper. Fingers crossed. Do we outspeed Pelipper? We certainly do. We get the Slow King, that's fine. In comes Pelipper. I would have gone to just Urshifu and claimed a kill, but they want to get some offense going, so I don't hate it. I'll body slam here. Did they scald me? Oh, the U-turn. I was wondering if they go for that over predict. That's why I like that play a lot. This guy's looking interesting down the road too, because close combats and quick attack have some interesting synergy. A lot of plays you could go for right now. I got a lot. I love that I'm up in the sack war right now. If I sack someone and go to Ditto, it gives me nothing. I said that like that was an exciting possibility, but it means nothing. I'm tempted to sack Blissey because look, we love it for Kingdra, of course, but I'm thinking of just embracing the sack war at this point. I go to Blissey on the close combat. Well, let's you know, talking a lot. I apologize, but I just want to know if I can kill the Barraskewda afterwards. Monotype Swift Swim. Its defenses are so low, right? Yeah, right. So I can force a kill there. And let's just check one more thing. Sorry, Kingdra. I'm looking at a 2 KO afterwards. If they come in, I am. So yeah, I think I'm not gonna sack this Diggersby right now. I'm just go Heliolisk. No, we outspeed you. I like that way too much. Let's go Porygon. Porygon's not doing too much for us. There's a world where it lives. Not this world. And this is gonna work out really nicely because I'll substitute on the off chance they swap out. So there's no play here. This guy dies. This guy, oh, I hope he's 2 KO. That's a good answer. Good question. You're 2 KO'd. You're 2 KO'd. And if you go to Pelipper right now, which is a pretty obvious sack because they're so low health and paralyzed, you're saying no to Rain for the rest of the game. You go to Kingdra. That's what I was hoping for. This is a 2 KO. Lovely. I was a little bit worried about maybe Urshifu not being a 2 KO. I'm guessing it has higher defenses. Kingdra's got 75, 95 physical defense. That's great. We keep this up. I'll probably sack Diggersby at this point. I'm guessing that we'll see maybe Scooda here. No, Urshifu makes sense, but that's good damage. The most important guy. And more importantly, I get a nice, good swap into Heliolisk afterwards. And it's a little bit dicey. Ditto's gonna have to do something to finish the game here. We will. Do I Volt Switch or do I Thunderbolt? Thunderbolt, they have to go to Barraskewda. Barraskewda kills me. I go to my own Ditto at close combat. Yeah, I think that's still a win. Okay, they sack this guy. Yeah. I think we lock down the win. Pelipper dies. They're betting it all on Mr. Scooda. They have to lock into close combat. It's good news here too. If they go for a water move right now, Dry Skin eats it, and clicking close combat is going to mean that they're lowering the defense that my Ditto can revenge kill. GG, well played, buddy. So we win my first Monotype tournament game. Half-hour video already. I know I was editing a little bit around the beginning with them dipping in and out, but dang, I guess they could still win with the Zen headbutt stuff. Even I think my own Ditto wins this no matter what. So that's fun. I'll make sure to keep uploading these as long as they go. Hopefully it doesn't work like AAA where I have a very triumphant round 1 and then I get absolutely embarrassed round 2. Hopefully we do a little bit better. You know, my goal is going to be trying to take down Lieutenant Tesla, get my revenge for him embarrassing me in the monoground electric matchup. And yeah, it should be good. I haven't uploaded a regular Monotype video in a while, actually. I think 1, 2, 3. This will be the 4th video in between. Make sure to keep commenting below on what Monotype tier you want to see me play next. I've been practicing Psychic a lot recently because it seems like, well, actually no, I've been trying to practice it, not having time, as I said in the beginning. But I've been eyeing that recently because it's got the most votes right now. So you vote and comment on any of my video. I'm not, you know, picky about where they do Psychic Fangs. Interesting. I'll go to this Blissey. Why not? Go for a Seismic Toss. I feel like it'll live one. I could be mistaken, but I feel like it'll live one. And I also think my close combat kills, even if it doesn't. I think we're fine. But I also think that if you want to see more, oh, the crit almost gets to mid-A. Holy, can you imagine if I lost a game over that? But I'm also going to be playing more almost any ability too. So keep leaving comments on what sets you want to see me use. I'm going to work on a video where I just like rank all of your things. I am Scarf. Unless you're not Scarf, it's 50-50, but you're 100% Scarf. Yeah, of course I'm. I'm not a choice bandito. So we take this. Afraid not. Take care, buddy. So that's gonna be our first W there. I guess I gotta report it to Tesla here. Shout outs to Tesla again for being awesome and you know, running this whole tournament there. And he actually has been bending over backwards to, you know, invite me, and he helped out when I got the timing wrong. So shout outs to them. But catch you guys next time. Take it easy.